Just give it a second here, just waiting. There we go. Okay. Hi, my name is Alex Demedeiros. I'm a marketing assistant with TorontoJobs.ca, and as of January, I am a recent graduate. So because of that, I wanted to go over some 10 or 11 tips today about job search for students. So let's just get into it. So number one, consider a variety of options and be open-minded. So by this I mean don't be picky about the jobs that you are looking at or that you get offered. I know that when I was looking for jobs in high school, I personally didn't want to do anything in the food industry, but I also knew that I didn't have a lot of experience at the time, and so I couldn't really be as selective as with what I was offered. So if I was offered something in fast food, then I would have taken. Second tip, write a resume. Not a lot of young people do this. I know that I personally didn't do it until I was um, about maybe 18 or 17 years old. And it's just because I never learned how, not even, from my parents or anything like that. Excuse me, from my parents or anything like that. Um, so it's a good idea to, ask around, especially to your parents, ask them if they can help you create, a resume, or if you know someone, say at your school, the guidance officer or something like that, ask them if they can help you create a resume. I know from my own experience that when I did a co-op program that they taught me how to make a resume, which was really helpful and beneficial. My third tip, start your job hunt close to home. This is kind of a obvious thing, but not a lot of people actually do seem to do this. It's a good idea, to check around your local area, see what places are hiring, whether it's part-time or full-time job. Obviously, part-time would be the best for a student. But yeah, just take a look around your area, see what you can find, see who's hiring around you. Number four, make use of social media. So as a younger person, obviously, you know that social media is very important, and you're using it all the time. And it's also helpful for your job search. So, reach out to people, your friends, family, whoever, see what they can help you find. Reach out to companies in your local area if possible, see if they're hiring. Number five, let friends and family know that you're looking for work. So this is sort of a hidden job market in a way. And this tip is very essential for people, say, in high school, and also in college as well. But I think it applies more to teenagers because they're not always going to their parents for help because they want to feel independent. And this tip, which is letting your friends and family know that you're looking for work, is very good because not a lot of people will go to their friends and family for to let them know that they're looking for work. Sorry about that. And so they really can help you find something that you might not have found on your own. So because you don't have those connections built with anyone in the industry, the workforce. Your friends and family, especially your parents and aunts and uncles and things like that, they can help find work for you. Like they might know someone who's hiring, or they might be able to offer you a job themselves. Number six, check with your school guidance office for assistance. So this kind of plays on my second point, which is write a resume. But this is more just in general. Check with your school guidance office. I know guidance offices usually will have a board posted up, and there might be some things up there that are places that are hiring, or job programs that you can sign up for. Number seven, work on building or establishing your network. So I touched a little bit on this in five, but this is more just your own building your own connections and network. So a good thing to do is get started on LinkedIn. I know personally that I didn't start using LinkedIn until about maybe 7 or 8 months ago, but now I'm really seeing the benefits because it is a great place to connect with people in the workforce and build connections and your network, and just kind of get in touch with people in all sorts of industries and roles. And especially as a young person, going to school, it's a good idea to also get in touch with people in your desired field. So say if you want to go into accounting, you can reach out to people that are in accounting, get connected with them, and maybe when you're finished school, you can reach out to them and see if they are hiring or if they know someone who's hiring. Number eight, make sure your online profiles are clean and appropriate. So this more applies to social media. And basically what this means is if you're looking for work, make sure that your social media profiles are either on private so that no one can see it unless they're connected or following you, or clean them up as much as possible. So, don't have a description or a biography, that's filled with inappropriate things or things like that. Don't have pictures that are inappropriate or links that are inappropriate. Make sure it's clean and professional looking because that will reflect on what those employers think of you. Number nine, get involved in extracurricular activities. So this is a good one because if you are a student, you won't have a lot of work experience generally, especially if you're in high school or just finishing high school or going into college for the first time. You won't have a lot of work experience. So it's a good idea to fill up your resume as much as possible. And for one way you can do that is getting involved in extracurricular activities. But also it can lead to a possible job. So say if you get involved in soccer coaching or something like that, you could get offered a job in soccer, not playing soccer specifically, but helping organize games and things like that. You could get maybe assistant coach position or things like that. Number 10, volunteer. So this plays into the last point a little bit, but volunteer as much as possible. So volunteer at events, volunteer at job fairs, things like that. I did a lot of volunteering when I was in high school, and I feel that was really helpful for my resume because it shows that I'm kind of experienced in a lot of different places. Even if I didn't necessarily set them up or work specifically on those events, I was a volunteer there, and so I kind of am familiar with the process of a lot of different things. And number 11, which is my final tip, ask your school about programs that they offer or that are offered that they know of. So this could be things like co-op, which I mentioned earlier, which I took and was really helpful. It actually led to a job for myself, so it was definitely a beneficial program for myself. So yeah, co-op is a good thing to look into. Ask. It's not generally offered by your guidance counselor specifically. It's more a school program or a course that you can take. So, but you could of course ask your guidance office about that. And then the second one would be summer jobs program. So this is something else that's not specifically offered by your school, but it is something you could look into. Obviously, when it's available. So this would be a good thing to look into to see what you can do to fill up that sort of 2-3 month period where you're not really doing a lot during the day, but you want to get into the workforce. So a summer job program would definitely be something you could ask your school about. So that concludes it for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found these tips useful.